Joining us for a few moments is Mr. Fazal Mohammed, who has been involved with Sri Lanka Rugby in its committee over the years and who has played a pivotal role in the development and expansion of the game here in Sri Lanka. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the event so far.
Yeah, it's a very interesting event. I think today the AGM has been taken to a different level. Post COVID, rugby has been a bit dull, but I think there's a bit boost for rugby with this the AGM. Will hopefully with the new committee will take this to the next level post COVID.
Yes, looking at where Sri Lanka Rugby is now and looking at the years ahead, what do you think and where do you think we could develop the game?
Well, the focus of Sri Lanka Rugby will be, of course, with the current circumstances, will be the safety of all its players and all participants with regard to with related to rugby. Having said that, the new committee will be working closely with the medical officers of Sri Lanka Rugby and the Health Ministry and the Ministry of Sports, how to get the game back. How do we start playing? So in this event, I think already we have some plans in place. We have been discussing this with our medical committee. The next step will be to take it forward with the health ministry and the sports ministry to get this formalized, and then we'll see how soon we can get the game back on the field.
Yes, that is certainly reassuring to all rugby players, in fact, who are looking to play the game. We have always seen a bit of a gap from school level to club level. Once you leave school playing for under 19, then into the club level, there's been always a gap. School level, we are extremely strong, but then that gap is there. How do we bridge that gap, Mr. Fazal Mohammed, so that we can continue that trend coming out of school?
Well, very rightly pointed out by you, there's so many schools playing rugby in this country. There's over 100 schools playing rugby. At top level, there is at least 20 schools. But there is a gap there where a lot of school boys don't have an opportunity to go and play. So this is something which the new committee has taken into consideration and bringing in age group rugby. Something which we focus is under 24 and under 21. How do we get there is going to be a challenge. But yes, we have a plan. We'll work together with the schools, not the schools actually, with the clubs to allow them to build feeder squads to their A division and give some prominence to these boys who are coming out of this school system. You see some of these boys who excel well at under 20 but do not continue the game because they cannot find a team. Then also a group of boys who are late developers who just don't get a chance to prove their skills. So this is the group we are trying to target, and by introducing this age grade rugby and also reviving the B division teams. Together with the provincial unions, we will start playing within the province age grade rugby so that we can build the team and we'll take this game forward. Something else which union is going to focus very hard, very focused on is going to be training and education. Because if you see a lot of we get coaches, we have people who are very interested in coaching and doing other training and all, but they don't get opportunity to develop the skills. We have set up a training and education unit. We have been actively taking part in developing the coaches in the provinces and all over the country. We will be more focused this time on this because we have been able to get trainers, World Rugby qualified trainers in Sri Lanka itself. Earlier we had to depend on the trainers from the Asia Rugby. Today we have Dr. Sankalpana, Dr. Salkampana, and Dilroy and Vaipa Gunaratna, who are today trainers who can produce our own educators. Earlier we had only educators, now we have trainers who can produce educators. With this, we can definitely take the training education to a different level, and we hope to create a hub for training education in Southeast Asia, in Sri Lanka. That is one of our aims within the next 2 years. So I think with these resources we have, with our own talent, we can do that.
There you go. Yes, certainly. We saw last year the rugby training week as well, conducted by World Educators. So a lot of promise for Sri Lanka rugby. So thank you very much, Mr. Fasal Mohammed. Thank you. I think I've dragged you out from the gathering, from the crowd, from the fun and enjoyment. Thank you so much for sparing a few minutes.
Thank you for allowing me to share some of what we plan to do.